sports fans? This is Robert with WTP Sports Dudes here live on this Sunday morning. Excited for another episode of Talking Sports Sunday, where we're going to talk about week 2 in college football, and we're going to recap some of the action that we saw yesterday. And we're also going to talk about the week 1 in the NFL. I know everybody is super excited about the fact that football is back. We in week 2 in college football, and we're starting the NFL, which started on Thursday with a really good game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys, and also another good game on Friday night with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. I think that's the Los Angeles Chargers. Yeah, Los Angeles Chargers. Man, I'm so excited that my Longhorns bounced back and got a win yesterday over San Jose State. I really liked what I saw out there in terms of San Jose State giving Texas a lot of different looks, a lot of different pressure, really making Arch Manning work for everything that he got in that game, because we need Arch Manning to get good work week in and week out before we get into SEC play. Now, of course, he missed some throws. Of course, his mechanics was off on certain throws, but he played a lot better this week than he played the week before. I was very excited at the fact that he was able to make some throws. He found a really good connection to Parker Livingstone. He made a really good connection with Jack Endries. I was excited at the fact that he was able to be a lot more poised in this game than he had been against Ohio State the previous week. Of course, he still has some work to do. The defense played pretty good. The thing that concerns me is the fact that Texas was not disciplined enough. This is the second week that they had a slew of penalties that sort of hurt them in certain instances in the game. They had 12 penalties for over 100 yards this week. Last week they had 6 penalties for over 50 yards. They got to clean that up, because those penalties against really good teams will hurt them and cause them to lose games. Luckily, it was San Jose State, and it didn't affect them as much. But that's something they really have to clean up. The offensive line did not play as well as they played. I think they played against Ohio State, even though they had some instances against Ohio State where Ohio State was able to make some things happen against that offensive line. They didn't play as well against San Jose State. They had some issues at that right tackle position. Brandon Baker is going to have to work out the kinks. He is not playing as well as we need him to play. He's going to have to get some things together, but he's only a true sophomore, and he has never played in any game, so these are his first 2 starts. So we got to give him some time. He got 2 more weeks to get it ready before Florida comes about, but I think that he'll get an opportunity to get more reps and to get better at that right tackle position. The left tackle position was pretty good. Our center, he got blew up a couple of times by a really, really good nose guard for San Jose State, who was really low to the ground, who was able to get through some creases and create some havoc up the middle. But I think Texas will get those things worked out coming forward. I'm glad to be on this morning with my man Mossberg of Level Up Sports Team. How you feeling this morning, Mossberg?
Pretty good. No complaints, man. Just another day, man. Great day. Feeling pretty good this morning. 77-3, man. My Seminoles, man. So I'm feeling pretty good. Start to Houday season, and just great to see you guys here this morning. I know Zay not feeling too well, but it's good to see that screen popping off.
Yeah, I'm going to come back to you and let you give us some feedback on your Florida State Seminoles. But let me introduce our man, FanDuel Zaya, to the podcast this morning. How you doing, bro?
Man, T1 said it's going around and I caught it. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Hey, but I'm here though. Y'all all right, fellas?
Yes,
I'm
indeed.
good,
Yes,
bro.
indeed.
I'm glad to see you in here, man. And hopefully, after we get off stream, you can go ahead and doctor yourself up because I know you ain't gonna miss no work tomorrow. I know you ain't gonna miss no work.
Nope. I ain't. I'm going to work.
For sure, for sure. And we're gonna come back to you, and you can give us a little bit of update on what you saw yesterday from your Buckeyes. But before that, Mossberg, let us know how you feel about how Florida State performed yesterday, and did they play to your standard? Even though we know the contest was against a weaker opponent, did they do what they needed to do, in your opinion?
I felt we did everything we needed to do. I was, looking over my talks after last week's win and things I think that we could have, we need to work on this next few games. And, we did just that. Special teams, we got our return. We got that freshman. And the way he run, man, that same exact play and the formation, we did it without the motion, which was interesting to me. We did no motion on that. It's like a little jet sweep we do to the young freshman Danzy, and just the way he moves. Our offensive line looking very good. I just like the consistency up front. Having Pettis and then Luke Pettibon, those transfers I think has been a big factor for us. Pettibon is our signal caller at the center, and when you have a center that can definitely see, the defense and make things easier for you on the offensive end, it can call some things and change up. That helps out the offense. And Castellano has full go, managing the offense, whatever you want to do, audibles, you name it. And for us to have our third and fourth string in the third and fourth quarter, I think that shows how well we played as a team in every facet. Even James Williams on the fight in I spoke about, he got a great touchdown catch and run we seen. And I just think that we are in for a special season, not to mention Deuce was loose for about 170, almost 200 yards, couple touchdowns. So we got a little look at Sperry as well. And I told people to watch out for Kevin Sperry if they could see the way he moved with his legs, but his accuracy with the ball once he calmed himself down. And I know we spoke on that, just getting your feet wet for quarterbacks. And that was something I looked at with the switch of second, third string, and fourth string coming in. Just the formations and the play calling, just to get their feet wet and keep the drives going. So I was definitely happy. 77-3, can't ask for much more, and a needed win just to keep things going.
Yeah, yeah. Good breakdown for us. Fair how'd you feel about how your Buckeyes performed yesterday? And did you see anything that may have concerned you?
I ain't nothing concern me. Julian broke the record yesterday for most consecutive completions in Ohio State history. I was so excited for the young guys though, man. Oh man, I can't wait. I like every time I get to see the group of young guys, gonna be the best games to me. When you get to see the dudes that don't really get to play, that's not gonna get to play in a year. Because it could be a long season when you just sit in the bench, man. You can get unfocused and disinterested. And that's kind of a reward when you can see them guys get in there. A lot of people got to touch the ball yesterday, which was wonderful. A lot of guys was able to make some plays, and it was just good to see. So shout out to my Buckeyes, man. They did what they're supposed to do. I don't think I learned anything, and I don't think I seen anything that was discouraging. So
Okay, okay. I agree with you, man. I was, of course, I'm always going to be looking for those guys who Texas was battling Ohio State for, to see how well those guys play. And I was really impressed with Raleigh Pettijohn and Sanchez. To see those guys be able to get out there on the field and play and be excited about the fact that they're not worried about the score. They're worried about going out there and making plays and doing what they need to do so the coaches can see that those guys are learning what they're teaching them. And I thought that was really, really exciting to see as well. So shout out to your Buckeyes for their win, and giving them some more love, man. At the fact that listen, they brought in a historically black college and gave them a bag. I really am excited about that, man. You're able to give a historically black college some bread. So I
Who
like
doing that?
that's
Fad Doomsday.
yeah. Let's welcome our man Parlay Poe of the Blitzburg podcast to the stream. How you feeling this morning, Parlay Poe?
Man, I'm good. I can't complain. Ain't nobody gonna listen to me.
I see you Steelers out this morning, but can you give us a breakdown on what you saw with your Michigan Wolverines yesterday against Oklahoma?
What I seen was a stagnant offense where our offensive lineman wasn't athletic at all, and everybody don't understand that your offensive linemen have to be athletic too. These our left tackle, his hips wasn't opening right. Uh, they missing blocks on pull plays. You know what I mean? They wasn't athletic, and then how aggressive Oklahoma was. It was just like it was amazing to me that they was getting pushed around, especially our center and our guard El Hadi. He a captain, and he been there. He supposed to be the anchor of that team, and he was getting pushed around. I ain't like the play calling. You know what I mean? Like, especially on offense and defense. But when we got Jay Sean back in the second half, it kind of went to our favor until they start running Mateer. You know what I mean? Like, I really didn't. I ain't like how our dudes was forcing. So we got a lot. I'm saying, man, we got a lot on the table, man. We back to the drawing board. I ain't like how we played.
How'd you feel about Underwood in that game? Did you think he played okay?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we
you good. You good.
Yeah. Yeah, I know my Wi-Fi just clicked on when I pulled up to the house. Yeah, I ain't like that. I ain't like the coaching. I ain't like the too many bubble screens, whatever that was. You know what I mean? Like whatever that was, bubble screen to Justin Hayes, and we wasn't utilizing our wide receivers. That's why we gotta get athletic at that wide receiver. And Marlon Klein, our tight end, he was out. So I ain't like our overall team yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did.
What's your thoughts on Underwood? How did you feel like he played?
Like a freshman. You know what I mean? Like he missed some throws, and he was like he couldn't wait a sec. He was too anxious because I seen plays like if he would have waited one more second, dude was open. Like we did a wheel with our second string tight end. He was wide open, but Underwood so anxious to throw it to the man in front. If he would have waited just a little second, he could have had Duke for a touchdown.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
He played like a freshman.
Yeah, I still like their fight though. They didn't like, even though they got down, they were still fighting and playing hard, even though the X factor was Mateer's legs. I still think Michigan played hard, even though it was in a hostile environment. I like the way they still kept playing hard.
Yeah, I agree. Like that, as hostile as that environment was. And you mentioned y'all didn't have y'all's tight end. You could tell something was missing in the offense, because I know how I hit him a couple times last week, and that played a major part in Michigan. And like you said, they still fought in that game, and that defense stood tall in that second half, and they was just right there, you know. And every freshman we've seen so far, they've went into a hostile environment. this season to start. Some haven't had that, game yet, but that game is coming for those that haven't had it. And we'll see how those hostile environments play out for some of these freshmen the rest of the season as well.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on how LSU played a lower tier team in Louisiana Tech and only won 23-7? You had Clemson, who squeaked out a victory against Troy 27-16. And then you had Georgia, who only beat Austin Peay 28-6. What's your thoughts on those teams? Do they have some concerns?
I was looking across the board yesterday myself. That definitely stood out to me. I think it is some concerns in a way of, I don't know if people, my thoughts was after seeing the way people have played against the SEC these first few weeks, they've been hearing all this talk over the last year, I would say, this offseason in college football, that the SEC is this big conference. And I think everybody's giving the SEC their best shot this season to start. And some are coming out on top. But it just goes to show some of these players that's transferring to some of these other schools are being a major piece to them, transferring and playing and having a major piece as well. I think that's one of the biggest things we're starting to see.
What's your thoughts, Fanduel?
Yeah, so when you see things like that, the first thing that comes in mind is trenches. There's no way a smaller school should be able to stay in the game with you because y'all should have bigger and stronger and more athletic people in the trenches. That's telling me that some of these schools that had these close matchups yesterday maybe don't really got solid trenches right now. And when it comes to the end of the year, they can get better. You just got to keep getting better week to week. But maybe it's just a work in progress right now. And man, don't it feel like it's wide open again this year? And anybody can win it now. After you seeing these first 2 weeks, you don't know who gonna look like what when it comes to the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, Parlay Poe, on those three teams playing against some lower competition, but really not blowing them out to the extent that we thought they probably would? Especially seeing LSU and Clemson play that physical game last week, I thought they definitely would have mauled the two opponents that they had. What's your thoughts on those three teams, LSU, Clemson, and Georgia?
I think LSU probably had a hangover from last week. They played a good game. Clemson played a good game also, but these, like he said, the trenches, and you got to get better, man. Some of these teams don't be coached up. They just at the right time, you know what I mean? That's when they made their move. So they get better later on, you know what I mean? But then I tell you, the next game, somebody gonna be getting blew out. Trust me. Because Dabo, he on it. I know he on their head. And Kelly, they're gonna be all right. Smart, they're gonna be all right. They just fine tuning some stuff. They be all right for the SEC.
Yeah, I agree with everything that all of y'all said. Even though it's early in the season, and normally you don't hear this phrase until later in the season, just win. But even now, even though it's early in the season, the reality is no matter how ugly it might look, you got to win because you can't afford to drop 2 games early in the season. Really, you can't afford to drop one. But if you do drop one, you can't afford to drop that second one. And I think all of these teams will be okay. They got some things that they got to work on and fix. But over time, you know that they're going to do that. And I think that once they face their next opponent, after having 2 games under their belt, they probably going to make some adjustments and start pounding some folks until they get into deep into conference play. I'm not really worried about Georgia. I'm not worried about LSU. And I'm not worried about Clemson because they all got decent quarterbacks to good quarterbacks. So I think they're going to be okay. Donnell said it's the changing of the guard. It's about the same shockers, some of the same shockers soon. NIL has changed the game. NIL has changed the game a lot, but has it changed the game to the point where a small school, like not even a small school, a school like, let's say, Northwestern, will they ever be relevant, or is it NIL making it better for the upper tier schools? Because I don't think it's going to ever benefit Minnesota or
Man,
Mississippi State or anybody like that.
Rob, I think when it comes to NIL, the teams that want to be good will be good because they will be willing to spend the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to go with you got to, if it's like a free agency pool in a way, man. You gotta put the best offer out there on the table for them. I mean, it's the how sports is changing. I mean, we look at it and we have so many different opinions. Every day is something different, but they definitely have to give them the best deal. That's what they seem to be taking.
Yeah.
I think Donnell might be talking in terms of how the SEC at one time was, you had LSU won nationals, Georgia won two, Alabama won quite a bit. Now that the money is out there, you done seen the Big Tens win two in a row. Possibly they got a real good ass chance of winning three in a row. So I think that might be what he's talking about, the changing of the guard, because now the Big Ten, we know they got bread and they got really, really good physical teams that maybe the next couple of champions are going to keep on coming from the Big Ten. And KT saying a lot of teams look ahead, man. They're not planning week to week. Like, say for instance, let's take Texas, for instance. They played San Jose State, but they know their end goal is to try to get to Florida. So are they looking ahead to Florida? Because they didn't look all that great against San Jose State. San Jose State came in there and they had a different kind of dynamic for Texas because they want to throw the ball 40 to 50 times and throw it all over the place, which means you can't really play your base defense. You got to play a little bit different, like a big nickel or dime or something like that, because these guys want to throw the ball all over the place. So maybe you're not really preparing for them because you think, oh, I got skilled guys, we can beat them, and you don't look as good. Maybe these other teams were thinking that same way. What's your thoughts on what was the upset of the day? It was who was that?
USF
Florida?
over Florida.
USF over Florida. And we talked about that game yesterday. And I thought since that quarterback wasn't playing, I don't even know. He might have played the first half. Maybe I read something wrong because I don't know if he sat out the first half or not.
Why I watched that game. I watched the game. I watched the second half, like you said, because I didn't think dude was gonna play to the second half. That's why I said I ain't gonna watch the first half. But they kept throwing bombs. Each team kept throwing bombs and missing, like overthrowing. I was like, why did they keep throwing bombs like that? Lagway and Brown, they was throwing bombs. I was like, I ain't understand that. But I ain't like how Florida look either. They ain't Lagway didn't look good to me.
Yeah, they got a really good running game, man. You would have thought that they would have been, especially since the score was so close and so low, you would have thought that they would have been able to run the ball on USF. But maybe they were stuffing that and they forced them to throw.
Yeah, that USF team, they very physical. And, there's some Florida schools. Some of these kids played against each other since high school, since Little League. So they still got them battles, within, the state, how that goes. And I think this South Florida team, I think it's a team to watch this year. You don't just beat Florida and, it's an easy win. But Florida's, like you said, Parlay Po, they not looking good. Definitely not looking good as we spoke on them thinking they'd be a team to watch this year. They definitely disappointing us in our thoughts, but shout out to South Florida getting a big win in the swamp.
Well, I told you guys that Florida will be one of the best 5 or 6 loss teams in college football this year. It's headed that way. That's pretty much one thing. Two things. This is the second week in a row I've seen USF completely out physical and just have way more determination and heart than the other team that they played. We might be looking at them in the college football playoff. They might get that bid, that one bid. And I know they got Miami next week. If they can get through that Miami game and even look decent and then win the rest of their schedule, we're looking at a bid for them.
I think they at home too at that Miami game.
That's even better, you know. But shout out to USF, man. I didn't think that was the best upset of the day. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get to the other one, just because I don't think Florida is really a top 25 team in my opinion. So, but like y'all said, I think them kids been in Florida and playing against each other in little league, maybe high school football, that always plays a factor.
Yeah, for sure. What was your upset of the day?
It had to be the Baylor SMU game. You know, SMU blew that game, bro. They was up 2 touchdowns with 6 minutes left. Like, there's no way. I mean, I know the kicker missed 2 kicks. There's no way they should have lost that game, though.
Yeah, what was that spread, Parlay Po? Was it 2.5 in that game, and the over and under was 64.5?
Yeah, that was crazy.
And we always said we ain't betting the over on that. 65 points, that's a lot. But it did go into 2 overtimes though.
Yeah.
And you know what? That count too. I'm saying, you know what I mean? All them points count.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of regulation, it was 38-38 though. So they still covered it.
Yeah, I told y'all to cover. Take that. Like, I don't know what it was. I just said go ahead and take it. For some reason.
It was old fashioned shootout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but they on both sides of the gridiron, both sides of the field, man, they got some athletes on both teams, man. I seen some athletes out there. They was flying around to the ball. You know what I mean? Like, I told you, like, keep them boys at home. SMU, they got their bread too. You know what I mean? Keep them guys at home. They can't get into Texas and all that. Like, keep them dudes at home.
They can definitely get the 3-star, border 4-star athletes, man, in Texas, and in the surrounding areas too, man. And keep them at home at SMU, and they can be relevant in the ACC, man, for sure.
Yeah.
What did y'all think about the Iowa? Go ahead.
I think it kind of hurt them losing to Baylor though, because Baylor in Texas too. Yeah. You know, recruits is gonna look at that. They're gonna be like, man, y'all just lost to these dudes. What makes you think we should come here? I mean, we know the money all over Texas. It ain't just in one spot.
You're right about that.
Yeah, I think that if Baylor can continue their ways, they can start to make some noise in the Big 12 and start to get more recruits. Because you know that you understand the Texas, you battling against Texas Tech, who got some bread, Texas A&M, Texas SMU, all of those guys got bread. TCU is more of a private school, so I don't know what kind of money they really have, but that's still a nice brand, though. They've always been a good football program.
Right.
What was your thoughts on the Iowa State game? I know we knew that thing was going to come down to the wire, and I think one of us even said it's probably going to come down to a last-second kick, and it actually did. What was your thoughts on that game, and was that a really good win for Iowa State, which now they're, 3-0?
Yeah, Iowa State running off of the Big 12. They in the top right now. Hats off. I think you called this field goal game. Iowa State we know how that game could be, but for them to be physical for them to continue to persevere through that game when Iowa had it in the bag, but they drove down that field and got the win. That just shows that leadership in Rocco, along with that experience as well that they have on that team, paying dividends for them. And they look like the team that could win this Big 12. I know I picked Arizona State and took a bad loss to the field, but definitely look like a team that could win this Big 12, man. Appreciate you putting me on Rocco, Zay. He really that guy.
Yeah, Rocco been that guy, man. Like they physical, man. I'm talking about both teams was physical. You know what I mean? You already know what you're getting with Iowa, but Iowa State starting to step up like that last couple years. You know what I mean? Like they had one of the Purdy boys, you know what I mean? Like so ever since then, they've been stepping up. And I like this matchup for coming years. I like this. But that's why I said Kirk French, man. I don't know. It might be time. It might be time. 20-something years, it might be time.
Throwing in that there.
It's the same tune with Iowa, man. I thought this quarterback was gonna make them better. It ain't make nothing better, man. It's the same old offense. I don't know what it is. I think they got some type of curse on their end. Cause I thought McNamara was all right and decent at Michigan. He went there and he looked totally different. He was terrible.
Right.
You know, so I don't know. You might be right, Paul. They might need a new. I mean, that defense is always going to be good though. So I don't know if you really want to let him go or not. But that offense just stink, bro.
What was your thoughts on Vanderbilt dropping 44 on Virginia Tech at their crib, beat them 44-20?
The Vandy, I was talking about like Vandy, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, man. Football and basketball. You don't know what you getting, man. You better come with your game plan on with Vandy because they sneak up on you, man. They sneak up on you.
She said it perfect. Now that question is Vanderbilt going to be that team like we talked about to pop somebody? You pop Virginia Tech at the crib, you put up 44 like you said. I think they're going to pop somebody this year. I said it that they could. I think they will. Just from that win from yesterday, can't negate that they don't have the leadership, but the overall chemistry. Vanderbilt been doing what they've been doing for the last few years consistently, and we know they're gonna pop somebody. This is one of them games, even though it's just Virginia Tech.
Yeah, they've been all right. They've been all right the last couple of years with Pavia, you know. So they probably gonna revert right back to their terrible selves after he leaves, though.
Yeah, he talk a lot of stuff though.
Yeah,
he talk a lot of trash.
He do, man.
And UCLA, man, what are they going to do there, man? They lost to UNLV yesterday, 30-23. What is UCLA going to do? What do they have to do to get that program turned around?
They got to spend some money. They got to spend some money. They got to go get. See, you can't even say go get an SEC coach now or go get a Big Ten coach, because a Big Ten coach right now, coaching for another Big Ten team, he could be coaching your defense next year. You know what I mean? Like they need to spend some money and go get some people, man. They got to change their culture.
Totally agree. I think they definitely. I mean, I don't know. You said it right in the back. I really don't even have nothing else to say. They have to do what you just said, ASAP.
Yeah, they're a private school, which makes it even more difficult, man, because they're a private school. But you would think that all these basketball alumni that came out of UCLA, they got to have some bread. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to get them cats some money, man, and figure that thing out, because there's no way UCLA should not be relevant, especially now that they're in the Big Ten, which is a conference that is right now it heads above everybody else. you would think that some guys would be like, yeah, let me go there. Maybe they spent all their money on Nico. I don't know. Last thing I want to talk about, did Mississippi State pull out the win yesterday?
Yes,
Yeah,
they
they
did.
won.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I was hurt.
Because last year, did they win a game last year? They didn't win a game last year, did they?
Oh, I don't remember. They
One
might have
game.
won one.
One game. I think they won one game.
Hey, they might not have a bottom feeding season this year. You know, they're still a bottom feeder though.
Yo, they still a bottom feeder, bro. They still a bottom.
And they beat Arizona State, man. We got to talk about that though. They beat a Big 12 school, and I picked Arizona State to win the Big 12. So you know I was cracked with that one. And then Iowa State get the big win. I think that's putting, that just catapulted Iowa State to the top of that Big 12 for now. Then Kansas lost. So I think this was a week where Iowa State, looking at next week, they might try to separate themselves early in these first few weeks in the Big 12.
Both Kansas and Arizona State lost their games more than the other teams won it, I feel like.
Oh,
Kansas, the dude dropped the ball wide open. It just hit his hands on third down. And then the coach, it's 2.5 minutes left. The coach want to punt. Bro, you need to go for it. It's 4 for 7. What are you doing? And, I mean, Arizona State broke down. It was 35 seconds left. How do y'all let that dude get that wide open, bro? Like, I just didn't. I don't know. Like, that's a lack of focus or something, bro. It's like a lack of focus out there. Like, you got to be locked in, man.
It is, man. Like that communication, man. Like I don't understand it with the players. That's mainly if they call a D. You gotta look at that safety. Like, man, you got that bottom third or something right there. You know what I mean? And he just sitting there like that, and he just ran right past him. You know what I mean? Like, do that bomb.
Appreciate you joining in this morning, Mr. Manzano. Appreciate you tuning in again. He was here with us yesterday. Big Miami fan as well.
Yeah, it's a lot of fine tuning going on in some of these teams.
Good to see Drop Top in here as well. He said, got a couple comments coming in. Donnell said, Oregon said, we pay to win. And then Drop Top said, Manny can't do that versus us, versus you, UNC, USC.
He said versus us,
Yeah,
versus
my nephew gonna ride. He gonna ride my back because he lost to Ohio State. He gonna ride my back. He gonna ride my back to the end until we beat him. He gonna keep riding my back. It's okay, nephew. It's okay. It's okay.
Bring him a batch of them Buckeyes, nephew. Drop him off some of them Buckeyes at the academy tomorrow.
I don't think ours looked good yesterday.
Anthony, I'm telling you right now, that USF game against Miami next week is going to be a banger. It's going to be a banger. Both of those teams are going to be physical. Both of them teams are going to play hard. And I think for sure it's going to be a close game because UCF ain't going nowhere, man. They are trying to play as physical as possible, and they got a good scheme, and they got some talent on that team. Just because they're a lower level Florida school doesn't mean that they ain't got no talent on it because they got a lot of talent. I think it's going to be a really, really good game. And if Miami can run the football, they could probably open up the passing game. But they're going to have to be able to run the football against USF. And the two teams that they play so far haven't been able to run the ball effectively on them.
Yeah.
They got a hard hitting defense.
Man, listen, they bring the wood.
Yeah. You can see how big their linebackers is, man. You see them dudes, their arms and everything. I'm like, oh yeah, they've been working, man.
Their arms look like legs, man.
I like they've been working, man.
It's gonna be at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. I think I'm gonna call it now. USF win, man, in an upset.
I don't know if I'm gonna go that far. And they probably are guys who wanted to go to either Florida or Miami or Florida State, and didn't quite get there for whatever the reason was. And now they get an opportunity to play against those guys, beating Florida this week and get Miami next week. They got a lot. They got a chip on their shoulder, bro. So they're going to come and play hard for sure. And probably in front of family and friends too. Yeah, they're going to come and play hard. It should be a really good contest, Anthony, for sure. Let's switch gears a little bit and talk a little bit of NFL for about the next 20 minutes so we can be right up on an hour. We got the Steelers and the Jets. Parlay Poe, what are you looking for out of your Steelers in this game?
I'm looking for them to be established, the run first. We got the dude Brown, was Caleb Brown from Iowa, will be Jalen Warren, he's starting. So I'm gonna see if we can establish that run and then have A-Rod do the play action and have our defense fly around. Got to get Justin Fields on the ground, keep him in the pocket. You know what I mean? I want them to keep this dude in the pocket because his legs is awesome. Everybody knows about his legs. And we have a problem with that because we got a problem with Lamar Jackson. So keep him in the pocket, make him beat us with his arm. You know what I mean? Have that defense fly around.
Yeah, Anthony, Billy Napier, he's going to be on the hot seat after losing that game to a group of six school. He's going to be on the hot seat, but they have a really tough schedule, so they might give him a break this year because they got a really tough schedule. If they can beat Texas, Georgia, one of those teams that they play that's probably in the top 10 right now, if they can beat one of those teams, he might save his job. But if he doesn't, his seat is definitely going to be hot. FanDuel Zay, we got the Panthers and the Jaguars. What are you looking for out of Travis Hunter in this game? Because I think he's going to be playing primarily offense.
I don't care about neither one of them bums. We're going to beat all them teams. That's in my division, you feel me? But Trav, I think he's going to struggle, bro. I think he's going to take him a few games. I don't think he's just going to come out of the gate, you know what I mean, and do whatever they think he's going to do. I think he's going to struggle at times, but you're going to see the talent.
Mossberg, we got the Cardinals and the Saints. Who you think gets this one? You got Kyler Murray going against what's his name? The dude from Oklahoma. Man, what's his name?
I can't think of his name. I know who you.
The quarterback.
Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I don't like him.
I'm going Kyler Murray. I think for me it's what is the Cardinals going to do this year? You know, we got a bigger Marvin Harrison. Then we got, Kyler Murray, who I do like Kyler Murray. I know I mentioned about his height, things like that weeks ago, but it's going to be something I watch this year. Can he get them over that hump in the NFC? You know, that's been a question over the past few years. You know, you got McBride, you have the Maserati. We got to get the keys in it. We got to get it started, and we got to get it going full throttle. You know, that's my thing. They have a run game. So I think for the Cardinals, it starts week one. They got to get it going, and they got to keep their foot on the gas. We just got to see what this Cardinal team is going to be like this year. It's kind of the same team to me, in my opinion.
He got to seek out Junior, though, man. Murray, dude. You got to seek out Junior, man, at all costs, man. I don't know what's going on with their relationship, but I don't like it, and I ain't even down there. You know what I mean? I can see it on the tube. You know what I mean? Dude be running open, but since his favorite target is the McBride dude, the tight end.
Yeah.
So,
and that's why I be mentioning that about his height, because he finds the tight end so consistent, but he gets out the pocket, but it's hard for him to find that Maserati. I agree with you. He got to find him. Like Manzano said, he got to put something in him so he could get to doing what they brought him in there to do, which is win and get to that NFC championship, hopefully.
He don't see the field, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, he don't see the field at all. That's why they
No,
put that clause in his contract about studying film. He doesn't see it, bro.
yeah. I'm surprised that they haven't. When they had a chance to get rid of him, they should have done so, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Parlay Poe, what do you think about the Giants and the Commanders? Do the Giants got a chance?
Well, we got to see what kind of Russell Wilson we got, because they got a stud at receiver. They got a
Maybe.
stud there, but I like Commanders what they doing on defense, and I like how they run their offensive scheme with Kingsbury. He run the RPO with Daniels, so it's always a puncher's chance. But we got to see what kind of Russell Wilson we gonna get, because Daniels, I know Daniels gonna come to play.
Where that game at?
It's
So
in Washington.
I got that checked as one of the games of the week. Just my opinion, because I think that young Giants defense is one that could get nasty, man. If they get loose, it could be a different type of game. That's just my thing. If they could turn the ball over, it could go the Giants' way.
Man, we ain't talking about preseason, Donnell. That's you playing with twos and threes.
Yeah, I don't think they could get Washington, but if the Giants' defense play lights out, that definitely could put them in a position to get a win today for sure. That's the one thing I see helping them is that defense.
Yeah. Van Duzea, come on, man. Tell me the truth. What your Buccaneers gonna do against the Falcons, man? They on the road, bro. They on the road. Bijan Robinson, what's up?
That don't mean nothing, man. You believe in Michael Penix? He ain't showed you nothing to believe in it. Listen, you can hype a dude, but they gotta show and prove it, man. We're gonna win this game, bro. Hey, we're gonna win by any means necessary, too. We're just gonna find a way to win the game.
I'm believing in you,
Last
and I
year
just
the
put that
Falcons
check.
found a way to win, beat y'all twice, even though y'all were the better team. Do you think y'all really gonna win this game today?
Yeah, that's why we owe 'em payback. They beat us the last 2 times. We owe them.
You know what? And I'm
Y'all
gonna
playing
say
at the
this.
Mercedes Benz?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this
Hey,
for you.
Baker do well when the lights is on, man.
Since your boy Mecca, he made way through that Mercedes-Benz Stadium on that route to that natty, right?
You said what?
Didn't y'all make y'all's way through Mercedes-Benz on the route to that national championship?
Wasn't that where the was that where the championship game was?
A Mecca touchdown again
Yeah.
and have a big game. So I got
It's
your
it.
Bucks winning this one.
Mossberg, what's your Bengals gonna do against the Browns? The Battle of Ohio. What's gonna happen in that one?
Man, we got to start off. We got to start off fast, and I'm talking about the defense. We know what the offense is coming out like. The Browns is a team, everybody says Burrow's kryptonite. This is one of the teams that he struggled to win against. I think this is the year he start off the season. We get Cleveland, and we set the tone for the rest of the season. We got to start off fast. We can't start off losing this first game. I think we need this one more than anything because it's going to stop a lot of talk and what people have been talking about Cincinnati, especially with this high-power offense. We got Hendrickson. I know it's going to be a battle with Garrett. I can't not negate that they're good. Ward as well at the corner. So we've been hearing what you've been talking about. Chase heard it. We ciphered it. And he going for 150 today. 2 tutties. Cincinnati win with the defense showing up today. That's my opinion in this big game.
So how many Flacco gonna go for?
Flacco might throw 2 picks, but I'm gonna say Flacco, he gonna manage the game very well. It's in Cleveland. And we gotta think, Cleveland is Cincinnati's kryptonite in this Burrow era.
My team can't come this close. I ain't there. I'm telling you that now.
So I'm telling you now, we take out the Browns. Flacco throws for less than 200. Burrow throw for 300. Couple tutties. Chase having his way with Denzel today. That's your boy, your Buckeye, because he been talking, Zay.
Parlay Poe, what do you think about the Raiders and the Patriots? Is either one of these teams gonna be any good?
I don't know, man. I want to see Gentry I want to see him. I want to see because he might be a workhorse, man. But I think Geno, man, Geno didn't found the he didn't found his swag again, man. I'm surprised that the Seahawks traded him, but I like Geno. He didn't found his swag, and they got Derek May over there playing good. They got the Travion. He run back kicks and everything, but I don't know about their defense. I don't know about the Patriots defense. So I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I don't like none of these teams, but I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I can't stand the Patriots.
Bad dude saying, can the 49ers go into Seattle and beat the Seahawks?
Nah. I think it's going to take the Niners a little bit of time to figure out what they really want to do with this offense because they missing too many key things. I mean, they got Kittle, but I'm not a believer in Purdy in the first place. I think he was a product of having all them weapons. So I want to see what he looked like. He down Debo and IU. Now you got Jawan Jennings and Kittle and I want to say McCaffrey is playing. I mean I know he sat out some practice, but we know what his injury history been looking like the last 2 years. We don't even know if he's gonna be on the field or not. So I want to see. What'd you say, Moss?
No, I said I'm glad you said that because he my fantasy running back. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got to see if this cat playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know I'm coming for your neck today, Parlay Poe.
Oh
Yeah.
goddamn! I'd have helped Poe out, man.
Nah, you good. I got Bucky Irvin at the back. He better make sure he got a good back today.
Yeah, but going into Seattle, man, I think I don't know. I like the moves they made this offseason. I think it's gonna pay off.
You know what? Once you said about Debo leaving, I forgot he was at Washington and they play the Giants again. And if they know how to use Debo, Debo is a weapon, bruh.
Yeah,
Debo is a weapon.
specimen. Seemed like all he do is work out, man.
And my Tennessee Titans travel to Denver to Mile High Stadium to take a L. I just hope that Cam Ward can look good, can do some things, man. Hopefully the running game can be there, the defense can be there, and we don't get blew out. But I'm gonna try to watch that game as much as I can and see what we looking like. But I don't got my Titans winning at all.
Cam Ward about to shock the world.
I think he's gonna be good, man. I don't know if he's gonna be good right off the bat though.
See, what's the name got at the end of the year, he had Bo Nix playing, man.
Yeah.
Bo Nix was playing at the end of the year, and then that defense is solid too. Denver's defense is solid.
Yeah. Parlay Poe, we got the Lions and the Packers. What's your thoughts on this game? They're playing in Green Bay.
They playing the Green Bay. We know Micah ain't playing. So I'm gonna take that two-headed monster with Detroit with Gibbs and Montgomery running that ball like they do. I'm gonna take them Lions, man, and a close one.
Hey, what's going on with Micah? I read something. They said he took a shot. Is it his back?
Nah, his neck, and what they say, the L4 and all that stuff. They said he's gonna take an epidermal or something like that.
Epidural, really?
Oh. Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna play today.
Man, that's something to think about for the future.
Bro, they already knew that when they traded this dude and he got all that bread. They knew that already.
So that was the thing. Even in Dallas, that's a lot of the talking. I see what was taking so long.
FanDuel, what's your thoughts on the Texans and the Rams? They got your boy CJ Stroud at the quarterback. Can they go out there and beat the Rams in their stadium?
Nah, man. Sean McVay, he probably my favorite coach in the whole NFL, man. And I think y'all gonna see people keep saying CD fell off, but he just missed games to me last year. He still had over 1,100 yards or something crazy like that. But I think you're gonna see a super well-oiled offense from Sean McVay today, and it's gonna look like some of them Super Bowl appearance years, you know. So I'm taking the Rams in that game.
Yeah, Sean McVay got a heck of a coaching tree,
Yeah.
man.
Stafford to Adams, get used to it because that's going to be a connection today. They're going to talk about it for sure.
Yeah. Let me
Is
get
Stafford playing?
everybody's. Is he playing?
I
don't know.
I haven't heard nothing about him not playing. It was
They said he's supposed to miss a couple weeks, but I don't know if it's true or
from
not.
that. I think that was from his back and stuff too, wasn't it?
That matters, bro. Hold up. I might find out if he playing right now.
Yeah.
That matter, bro. Who they back up?
Cooper Rush, I think, or somebody like that.
Hell nah. If Cooper Rush playing, I ain't picking the Rams.
I don't know who they back up.
I ain't picking the Rams, bro. I seen him lose. Who did he lose to last year? Wasn't he at the Cowboys last year?
Yeah.
Who did he lose to last year, bro? He lost to somebody, bro. I was like, come on, man. Why is this dude in the NFL, bro?
Let's get everybody's opinion on these last two games, the nightcaps. We got the Ravens at the Bills and the Vikings at the Bears. What's your thoughts on the Ravens at the Bills?
Let's go, Bills.
Get one.
Let's go, Bills.
You know, I'm a Cincinnati Bengal guy, man. Shout out to the 513, man. I'm a supporter of them. Let's go Buffalo, man.
Yeah, man. I got to root for them, man.
Nothing against it. I don't know. It's brought a different since that situation happened with Hamlet a few years ago. I have met quite a few Buffalo fans in the midst of working, and it just brought a different unity as well. I always send my little regards to Buffalo, man. So shout out to Buffalo on this win.
Jimmy G, the backup for the Rams.
Oh, okay, that's serviceable. They can Sean McVay can win with him.
He said that.
No, he can win with him for sure. Jimmy G, he's serviceable.
I like that Rams defense though at home too.
I'm going Ravens in that Bills game though, and I ain't going against Lamar. I'm with Lamar till he win one.
Let me go back. I missed the Dolphins and the Colts. That's a 1:00 game. What's your thoughts on the Dolphins and the Colts?
I don't believe in Danny Jones, man. I don't believe in Danny Jones. I do not like that dude, man.
He's starting for the Colts, right?
Yeah. So and the coach played my boy. So I'm going with Tua can stay healthy, man. I'm going with the Dolphins.
Yeah, I think the Colts is trying to tank, bro. I think they trying to get a quarterback in this draft.
You think so?
Run game. I'm gonna shout out.
It's so many quarterbacks in this draft, man. I just think like if you really looking for a quarterback for the future, you just go get your guy right now, you know. So like who bro, like we all see like it's way more talent inside Anthony Richardson than it ever will be in Daniel Jones. Like, why are y'all starting him?
Yeah. I don't know. The Colts are at home, man. They might be able to have a running game in this one and might be able to win it, man. I don't know what the Dolphins' defense look like, but if they can run the football, they might probably give Daniel Jones some help.
Yeah, I think they lost Jonnu Smith over the offseason too. One of their blankets at tight end who it was breaking out last year for Miami. So without him,
guess where he at?
He in?
Guess where he at?
Don't tell me he in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, come on, man.
Man, what Mike Tomlin? Mike Tomlin, he there for another 10 years.
Man,
now,
you already know where he at.
I forgot about where he went, but that was something I looked at for Miami. With them losing Jonnu, Tua don't got that secure blanket. This Colts run game is going to be a factor with their defense. Daniel, if you come out and you lose this game for me, I'm not picking the Colts the rest of the season. Shout out the post game and his coach and Day. Y'all get the win today.
He said it's a smoke break game. This one you gonna take a smoke break.
They want you to read. He wants you to read his comments about the The Colts game. What do you say?
Let me go in here and find
with Jim Irsay, with the passing of Jim Irsay, the coach gonna come out with. They coming out with a different mentality.
No, that ain't it.
Because
Trying to find it in here.
You mentioned about Jim Irsay dying and how this season and everything.
Can't believe I'm saying this once. You guys get to Indianapolis.
Is that it right there?
Yeah, that's the one. It got to be it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying this. Once you guys get to Indianapolis Colts versus Miami, I have Indianapolis winning because they're going to that game with a ton of emotion after the previous GM passed away. Yeah. They should go out there and play hard for that. You know, hopefully they do. You know,
So
that's
he was the owner, right?
Oh, he the owner?
Yeah. One dude ain't dude the owner?
Yeah, Irsay, he was the owner, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, he said GM.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this as a Dolphins fan, I don't want my team to lose, but I have a bad feeling about that kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what y'all think about the Vikings and the Bears?
Ooh, wait. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, too, Swan. That's what I'm saying, too, Swan.
This is gonna be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm gonna see what my boy McCarty can do, man. See what he can do. But somehow I got the soft spot for Caleb, man. I got a soft spot for Caleb. You know what I mean? Like throwing my boy in the fire like that. But Vikings, man, I don't know. So I'm where they playing at?
They in Chicago.
Soldier Field.
He got some weapons too this year, man. I'm taking Chicago.
They did a lot. They did a lot. They got
you bring your boys from Detroit.
They got Detroit's offensive coordinator as their head coach. They did a lot. But I'm about to see what O'Donnell still can do if he still got that magic with the Vikings. And plus, that's my brother's team. So I'm gonna go with the Vikings.
Yeah, man. Listen, I lost faith in Caleb when I found out he wear fingernail polish, but you know they can't get his completion percentage up, and that's what they struggling with him with over there. I think JJ gonna be set up with so much success in Minnesota. I just think he a way better talent than what we seen in Sam last year, and you know you could do a lot more with JJ because he can move.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead.
Nah, you good. I just like the fact that Caleb Williams, man. I mean, I think you get them weapons, you get the right coach. I think it can make a difference for him. I mean, he got a tight end in Loveland now that could definitely catch the ball and give him that outlet. Got good backs. I just think they could win this game.
Decision making.
Yeah.
That coach gonna help that.
Let's end the show with our fantasy football teams. As far as I'm concerned, if Xavier Worthy he only played one down, got hurt. So that kind of hurt me. So I'm behind by 4 points to my man post game. But I got Jahmyr Gibbs, I got Montgomery, and I got my man St. Brown. I need some numbers.
Yeah.
And I need the Giants to kick about 6 field goals.
Man. I'm up 30 right now. I'm up 30.
You up 30?
He up 30 on me. I ain't had nobody play. I got weapons coming out. I got Burrow coming out today. I got Malik Neighbors coming out today. I got Bucky Irvin coming out today. I even got your boy in Jacksonville, 12, him, the Heisman, Travis Hunter coming out today. And Jay, your kicker, I need 10 field goals today on the money.
We're not kicking that many field goals, bro.
Nah, he was good though last year. So long as he kicking, man, long as y'all getting extra points.
Yeah, I was about to say, all you need us to do is score. You feel me? You just need us to score. Your kicker get like 9 points, man. You had a good night with your kicker.
Yeah.
Is it too late for me to substitute Justin Fields for Brock Purdy?
No, you could sub all the way up until game time.
Yeah. Hey, no, you don't want to take Justin today. I'm telling you.
No, not today. Not against the Steelers. No, I
Not
can't
against
do it.
that Curry.
Now you
beat.
want to take Justin.
You don't want
Who
to
your other quarterback?
I got Caleb Williams. I got Caleb Williams.
You gotta account for Justin's legs, man. When he get down there, he gonna try to run it in.
You better go check and see if McCaffrey playing today, because you gonna
Yeah,
be
that's
hurt.
why I'm looking for my phone. I'm looking for my phone.
And I got
Yeah.
Jones for Minnesota.
Huh?
I'm good. Like I got
Hey.
backs on backs.
I got Bo Nix. They play the Titans.
I can't switch my quarterback back out since he played Thursday, can I?
Nope.
Oh.
Your quarterback went crazy though, didn't he?
I
Yeah,
know,
your
yeah, but I was trying to switch. He still keep them points and play
was
another
trying-
quarterback today.
He trying to find a loophole. That's
You feel
crazy.
me?
Nah, Burrow is coming for 30 today, man. I need him to show me 30 today.
You got Joe Burrow?
Heck, I got him at the 9th pick, bro. That was a steal.
That's too high. What are you talking about?
That was a steal for me.
Quarterbacks in the
Mahomes
first round? That's crazy.
Yeah, I took Joe Burrow first round. What? Heck yeah.
All right, let me get off here, man. Let me go get my fantasy thing together,
Yeah, I
man.
got to get some
As
things.
we always do.
We
Y'all know,
appreciate
follow,
everybody
subscribe.
tuning in.
As
Take
we
us out,
always do.
Mossberg.
Man, make sure y'all like, subscribe. All the channels y'all see us at the bottom. Parlay, Poe, Blitzberg, FanDuel, Zay, City League TV, WTP for life. That's Unk, Level Up Sports 10, Mossberg, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, go through, leave some comments. And as we always do, we out. Peace. And into the next one, we got post game coming for y'all today.
All right, y'all. Have a good one, man.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Go Steelers.
There we go.